company, one of the best companies, the largest one in a very niche area, and that is bicycles. Remember, India is a very large manufacturer of bicycles worldwide, and within the Indian bicycle sector, Hero Cycles is one company which is the market leader with 40% market share, and they are actually going forward towards the Aatmanirbhar mission, which the government and Prime Minister Modi has actually started and is raising awareness about. So we thought of getting you a discussion with Pankaj Munjal, the top management of Hero Cycles, who is joining us right now. Mr. Munjal, thank you very much for joining us. Very good afternoon to you. Talk to us about how Hero Cycles is going about on the track of Aatmanirbhar, and what is the initiatives and push they are taking, and how is this an opportunity for India from your perspective?
Somewhere or the other, the government has to make a policy, and now under this compulsion they did, that you have to make this policy to stand on your own feet. And once you set that tone, then people, customers, teams, joint ventures start to flow in that direction. I'm remembered by a time 20 years back, Bombardier, the people making the Canadian company, people who make corporate jets, they came to us for a supply contract. And they said, we are come to give you this, but please remember, it's based on trust. You control our IP, our patent, our copyrights, and this is our future cash flows. They gave the future to a supplier. So when you have to be self-reliant, you have to win trust. You don't have to win money. It's important, but it's not number one, not number two. You have to have digital supply chains. You have to have online new product development. You have to have an office in your customers, under your customer's nose. That's how we build supply chains for BMW, Ducati, Harley Davidson, and Suzuki's. So that's how a self-reliant thing starts off. It's a mission, it's a goal, it's a sense of purpose that we all have to be doing. So your question, the timing is perfectly right. We did it under compulsion. Big Brother China is getting a lot of mistrust issues. So a lot of supply chains that we see in the last 90 days, I'm talking about, people who want to de-risk from a single source there to another country. And if India can be competitive, if we can have a trust, I would say these two things, then we have a story to write.
Mr. Munjal, talk to us about what does Aatmanirbhar Bharat mean for the Indian bicycle space and companies such as yours. What kind of specific opportunities do you see come your way?
See, as I told you, bicycle, every crisis brings in some new, avenues. They open up. When you are under pressure, when there's stress, something new, the mass moves. I'm finding India is a lot fitness awareness. Our fitness penetration levels of Nike shoes or, bicycle recreation was very low. We did study with BCG sometime back and we had to cut it out. But I said, no, if you want to cut it out, or we have to build it, because it's slow, we have to build it. So it took time. It was a blind mission for me. But today I get that feeling it's happening. People are moving outside their homes and going for cycling. They're buying expensive shoes. They want fitness back. They want their immune system to fight corona and not live in fear of what we see on the TV and what we hear elsewhere. So India is becoming more fitness awareness and is picking up. So in this time, we see our bicycle demand surge. By surge, I mean 2 times, 3 times, not 10%, 20%, but 200% growth in England. Our independent bicycle dealer in England, it's called IBD. Our sales, what they were in last June versus this June, is 6 times. In Germany, we have a plant in Berlin, and we have a sale in Germany. We're seeing our sales grow 4 times. Then coming back home, I went to some dealers and all, and we went around, we saw there's a lot of fitness. They want expensive bikes. They want to look good. They want stronger immune systems, as I said. So it's surging all across.
Mr. Munjal, talk to us. How much do you see exports rising from your company or even from the industry? And what kind of internal projections have you actually set for yourself once expansion is also happened?
Yeah, so exports are two sides for us. One is our own sale in England, Germany, Belgium, where we have our own 100% daughter companies. So we can predict what annual plans we've signed with them, and we'll go forward. Then the other are white label, where we get contracts from large people. So that is not in our hand. That's mutually dependent on how each contract will go. So so every quarter, but some materialize, we know where they are. So every quarter, things are moving up. I mean, we are back in June this year, we are back to 100%, 105% of June of last year.
Mr. Munjal, lastly, talk to us right now. What percentage of imports were you currently doing from China? How many from other markets? And how do you plan to develop your vendor base back home or somewhere else? You had a buying plan of close to 900 crores. How would you change that now?
So this is a big one. You know, in a company which has 14 different locations and there's delegation to some level and freedom. So our people took an easy way out, which was not the right way. Our English team went to China and they ordered their own bikes, which is good for England. Our Germans team went to wherever, it went to different. Our Indian premium bikes, they said, India, we don't have this technology, so we are going to go to China or wherever and get these parts. It was now centralized. And what we didn't have had to be created. Vendors have to be nurtured. Joint venture technologies have to be given to them. We cannot give cash flows out and take an easy way out. We have to have a strategy behind it. So what we did was, we got hold of these three premium bikes that we make, the Hero Sprint Pro that you talked about, and Insync from England, H&F from Germany. We've combined them. In the Berlin R&D, they have done design, engineering, 2D, 3D. They've done all these modelings. And now in India, we have nurtured vendors. We have given them cash. We've given them technology processes. We are nurturing their shop floor, how to do new product development through our own R&D. Our German R&D is talking to our people here in Delhi and in Ludhiana, how to work, how to have process capability. So all this is going on, and we are determined to do this. It's the right thing to do. We have to do it. We can't, when we say China is a factory for the world, who built it? The customer. When the customer is spending his money, he has to see the soul of the product, the country of origin of the product, because that's where it went. Who built China? North America. I used to study in America in GMI, and it was a fashion world, NAFTA, North America Free Trade Agreement, decentralized, do joint development, outsourcing. So the companies not doing outsourcing were saying we are missing something. Even they watched, and the whole trend went to do so. And they nurtured it. The cash flows went. They bought technology. They built it up. So the customer defines what we have to do. So if as an Indian person, if I'm going to buy my car or whatever the thing, I'm going to look under the label. Where is it built? Where is the cash going? We have, even when we buy something here, we can't buy from a person who's tainted, who's saved custom duties, things like that. You have to buy from groups which are credible, which will build Bharat. That should be a good.
Right. All right, Mr. Munjal, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks.